Welcome back, guys. Today we will be starting a playthrough of the Forgotten City, which it originated as a Skyrim mod, actually, that was loved so much that they developed it into a full game. And it involves mystery, time travel, time loops, and more that we're going to find out. We're going to have a whole mystery to solve. And as they state right here, spoilers ahead if that wasn't already clear. Three people is impressive.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Male versus female. I am a female. I am white. We'll go with this. And I can type, that would help.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Absolutely nothing. These are our backgrounds. I was searching for ancient ruins. On a covert mission. And run from the law. After sometime. Museum. 50% harder to take them. Well, by nature, I am a curious person, so I think I'm going to go with archaeology.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy, I just... What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Yeah, a name would be nice to start with.
I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Why? Why not?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Fair. Karen does have a connotation behind it, huh? Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
And who is
He's the guy
Al?
who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Alright, where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
What about these Roman ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Try calling for help.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
So you don't have a cell phone, apparently. Alrighty.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Yes, I am in. That is a hilarious option, but I'm not
Thank
thrilled.
you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I would.
Ah, flashlights are always helpful. Alright. That might help. Huh? Scenery is really beautiful. Do I need to?
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Alright. This backpack. Nothing valuable. It is weird you left it behind, but why can't you be? How do you know if it's valuable or not? Oh. Photograph. Oh. Well, that'll do it, I guess. Wow. I must say, I am always fond of decrepit, worn down places and the story and atmosphere that they hold behind them. Ah, I'm just somebody looking for their buddy. Alright. I am not sure how to feel about this. Many shall suffer for the sins of the woman. Alright. I suppose I can read these plaques because of my ancient insight. Which, good choice. These people are running away? Mm. There we go. So obviously something tore the city apart. I'm just looking for Al. You know, you guys make me slightly uncomfortable when you just start whispering in my ear. Uh,
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right, and I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now, and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Very interesting that he is also encased in gold. Let's check out the doorway. Poor people. Ah. Hmm. Interesting. Yes, I know you'd like me to come this way. we are now in the past. Beautiful shrine. Ah. Wow. This place is beautiful.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I did come from the future. I don't think he's gonna buy it, but
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
what is
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
of what year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly?
65 CE. Okay. Before or after Christ?
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the Golden Rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming? Follow me.
Lead the way.
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little
I
community
wonder if
now.
he was the statue on his knees
Only
right there
23
at the
of us at the
entrance.
moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Interesting.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, I don't know what happened to her.
Clearly
Up
something
here on your right is the
existential.
chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
Alright.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Alrighty. You look like somebody important. I assume you're the magistrate. Yes.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I'm Cupcake.
A curious name. To match a curious accent.
The speech
But I
impediment, but thank
digress.
you.
I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of Athena. You must be a woman of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A
Yes,
secret
actually.
city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
It is beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Yes, I have.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Later. All right. What does count as
An
a
intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome.
It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
That is a very fair point. But if it has worked for them this far... I think I'm gonna play nice for right now while I figure out what's going on.
The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Who do you have in mind?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
That's fair. That's also fair. How do I know?
What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Because you live down here and somebody down here is going to break the golden rule. There's only a handful that can do it.
I think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
I am not going to trust anybody, but I would like to know what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
So others running for the political race right now, okay.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
I most certainly do not.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
You guys broke the rule.
I have imagined it, our downfall 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Does this ritual work? Let's get our
What I can
information
tell you
here.
is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions.
Stumble?
I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
Yep, the skeleton right in front of the temple door.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Why can't you
Well, I believe
investigate?
you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly
That's...
normal.
yeah.
As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
So what you're telling me is don't go pushing everyone's buttons. Got it.
If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
It does indeed. Alright.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
I don't have much choice, but I'm also very interested, so...
Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them, if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Let's get going. Alright. Everything is beautiful.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
I'm just looking around. It's pretty here.
Now you're just being... Suit yourself. I have nothing to hide.
Alright, well if you have nothing to hide, I'm gonna read this. So he has two daughters, Scintilla and Sentia. And this was from a month ago because the election's today. Interesting. Don't think there's anything else to read here. I would read the notes for you guys. My voice is not in the best shape right now, so I think you guys would rather read them for yourselves
another
and
one
summarize.
fresh out of the baths, I take it. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Yeah, real charming.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Because I have to talk to everybody, not because I enjoy
what
it.
is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it?
No.
Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Okay. Well, let's
know.
try and find Scintilla.
Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the Harpies?
I don't know why he didn't mention it.
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Hold on. You know, we will come back
So you'll
and
help
finish.
me find her?
Yes, I will.
Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
Okay. I
Thanks.
need to go
I'd
talk to
appreciate
Lucretia
it.
first. And yes, we can come back and talk more about her.
All right, another time.
Are you just angsty because your sister's missing? I understand. I'm curious as to why there are already golden statues if they're haven't broken the rule yet. Although he did say that they all... okay.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Yulia. She was a good woman. She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall, but there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
I am not sure what that translates to, but I do not think it is a good thing. Alrighty, let's investigate further.
Come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Interesting. Poor Yulia. Worshipping to Apollo. That's a great question. Why do you keep whispering in my ear? So you must be Decius?
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Oh. Interesting.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we? Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
That is not reasonable. Oh, that's oddly familiar.
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what?
Nobody else hears them.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
Who's Navia?
She claimed the statue was whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it.
But
then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Silphium or not?
Interesting.
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years? Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Could I strong-arm my way into it?
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Okay.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget?
So it does want me to steal it.
Very well. Another time.
Now, stealing it, I imagine, obviously isn't going to be ideal. Locked. Shopping list. That tracks for what we've seen for him so far. Oh my. Okay. Oh, there it is.
I'm guessing that Promethean fire's not for sale.
So what happens if I steal it? Follow the magistrate. Oh my.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What are the... Oh! They have bows.
Son of this!
Oh my. Oh, okay. Am I going back to the future? Well, no, because I need to finish the... stop the rule from being broken. Alright. So we're back here. And our quests. Follow and use the portal. And we get to keep everything. Ah. So do I...
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Now he's gonna think I'm a mind reader.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Oh, wonderful.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
If it works?
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Probably. Thank you.
Alright, see you around.
I have a life to save. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Alright. That's the wrong way. Oops. Oh. Huh. Will try to help me. Interesting. Oh my, have I gone up? Okay. It's fine. We're just gonna go around here.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying?
She's
been
still
poisoned.
alive.
She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus decius won't give it to me.
Oh my.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Yep, you would not believe me.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
Wonderful. This, I believe, is going to be a wonderful point for us to stop for right now. We have a good bit started. We've got an idea of how the time loop works. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun trying to figure it all out and seeing who wants to break the golden rule, who will.
That's a
but
shame.
In the meantime,
thanks again for saving Yulia's
we will
life.
talk to you in a minute,
Apollo
Lucretia.
smiles
It's
upon
okay.
you.
But for now, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode. Please let me know what you think. Show me some love if you're loving the series. Well, soon to be series. And I will see you guys next time.